And I'll begin with roll call. Calling roll, I have Commissioner Jasmine.
Present.
Commissioner Demas.
Commissioner Demas, you have to take yourself off of mute.
Oh, present. Sorry about that. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Commissioner Demas. Chase Bay. Commissioner Tran.
Present.
Thank you. Director Armstrong.
Present.
Deputy Director Harris.
Present.
AHE Myers.
Present.
For the record, Allison Riffer, Commission Clerk. Any other callers on the line wishing to introduce themselves may take themselves off mute and do so now.
Tanika Murray, member of the public.
Hearing no other callers, roll call is complete.
Want to say Commissioner Luke Jasmine is facilitating and chairing today in the stead of Chair Jeff Spey. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning all. I say I am here to serve today in this capacity, it's ad hoc capacity in lieu of Chair Spey. He asked me to preside this meeting today, so you are all welcome. I listened already did the whole call. So we have quorum. I believe we have three commissioners here, 3 or 4 commissioners. So we want to go ahead and invite the we want to go on and invite extend the opportunity to the member of the public who wish to address the commission today. And after that, we'll go for the minutes. But right now, it's the time. And let me tell you, this is an opportunity that we extend to the public. So before, is there anybody there for from the public who wish to speak to the commission? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes. And before you get to speak, the Human Rights Commissioner Armstrong will read to you the guidelines for this opportunity that is extended to you. And listen, and now you will act accordingly. Will you?
Oh, okay.
Please tell us your name.
What? Yes.
Yeah. What's your
Your
name?
name?
Yeah, your name.
Tanika Murray.
Tamika Murray. Okay. Director Armstrong, you may read the.
Okay. The Washington State Human Rights Commission appreciates hearing from residents about items on its agenda and desires to set aside time at the start of each commission business meeting for public comment. All comments must be limited to items on the agenda. Speakers are asked to identify the specific agenda items they wish to address. To ensure equal opportunity for the public to comment, a speaker's comments shall be limited to up to 5 minutes per person per meeting. Where necessary, due to the number of people who want to address the commission chair shall retain authority to limit all persons' remarks to an equal period of less than 5 minutes. To further assure equal opportunity for the public to comment, each person may address the commission only once during the public comment portion of the meeting. Comments may be made on the actions on the agenda or items related to the Human Rights Commission. Thank you.
Okay,
And
Ms. Tamika Marie, state your case.
So I just want to start by saying perhaps there's some confusion, but with this being a public commission, public comment isn't a courtesy, right? It's something that happens. And so that framing, it was a little bit off-putting. But I wanted to raise some concerns about something that happened at the meeting, at the last meeting, where an individual from the public came up and provided testimony, untranslated testimony, that the pro tem chair kind of translated a little bit from what they understood. And based on that untranslated testimony, or really any facts of the case, a motion was put in front of the commission, voted on, and adopted. And that's a little bit concerning for me. I looked at the minutes. I'm still not seeing, nothing was translated in what that individual testified to. And I kind of feel like it was overstepping what the commission's role is. It would be very difficult if it turned out that complaint was related to a finding that was found by the commission, that women in Sunnyside or Sunshine were being discriminated against because the management was bringing in undocumented workers, undermining their work. If it turned out that was kind of the basis of that complaint, or if that was related to that, the commission has already voted on and adopted a motion to open up an investigation when there's a tremendous backlog and cases that should be being investigated aren't being investigated by the commission. So that was a little bit concerning to me. And that's not my case, that's my comment.
Well, the commission hear what you're saying, and we'll refer your complaint to your comment to the commission to follow up with what you just said, because you talk about testimony that was given that was not translated, and I'm sure that we took a decision to, if I remember, to have someone who can translate for the person, and they would follow up with that. And as far as the woman is concerned who's working at the farm, I believe that there was already an investigation on that particular farm, and we decided to reopen another investigation. So I'm going to refer this to the commission, to the director of the investigation, or who's doing the investigation. Possibly they can answer your concern, because I think this is kind of flu. Personally, I think it's kind of flu because we didn't make any decision. The decision that we made that time was to look into it.
Commissioner Jasmine, if I may, public comment is just that, is comment, and it's not meant to respond.
Yeah. Thank you much. And as you know that I am an ad hoc person for today, so is that all the comments that you had, ma'am? Hello?
She can only address once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you much for your comment. Okay. Now listen, we're going to move to the next.
Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. Could you please
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
My name is Susan, and I'm calling because I noticed the mission statement for the Human Rights Commission is to ensure equal and unbiased treatment, yet we've seen that this is not the case, with you giving a resolution of solidarity to 3 groups of people, Muslims, Arabs, and Palestinians in this region, who are not overly being persecuted. There is no right to go to workspaces and screen for intifadas. That is not a human rights violation for employers not to allow that. The Human Rights Commission has shown themselves to be very biased, and we have seen commissioners openly support hate crimes and openly support unfair and unequal treatment, and being told in the last meeting by one of the commissioners saying that quote, Jewish lady, unquote, should not have been allowed to be heard, and that what Commissioner Tran says in her social media post should not be brought into it. Of course, it should be brought into it if you're supporting hate crimes. And that's what we saw. we have seen blatant favoritism and we have seen blatant support for discrimination and violence against Jews by commissioners here, and we've seen this throughout the region, openly allowed when it would not be allowed towards other minorities. And it is shameful for a commissioner to try and silence this. It seems like you have worn out your purpose because there's clearly an enormous amount of bias and bigotry going on among the commission. That's all.
Your voice is heard, madam. Okay, Alison, would you please go to the next step?
Next on the agenda.
Portion to the public, and is there anyone else? Is there anyone else online? I think this put an end to this portion of the public, and we will continue with our meeting. Now for the reading of the last minutes. Meeting of the last minutes. We want to ask if we have read the minutes, and then we ask for a vote on the minutes. A motion on the floor we need a motion to accept the minutes as they are presented to us. Motion for the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes as they were presented.
Okay, Commissioner Trey.
And I second.
Okay, here in first and second. Any omission or objection to the minutes? All in favor of accepting the minutes as they are presented to us, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, let the minutes be approved. Thank you very much. Okay. And we have now the next phase of the minutes is that we want to I have a motion for the investigated cases that were reviewed pending approval for during this month. So we need a first and second to approve the cases that are reviewed and waiting approval. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Okay. A second?
I second.
Okay. For the cases, any objection or any omission in those cases? Anything that we have to discuss on? Okay. All in favor of accepting the cases, to approve the cases as they are presented to us, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, let the cases be approved by the commission. Let it be written. Okay. Now we come to the point where we have to ask a director's report. Director Armstrong, do you have anything to report?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I want to report in regards to during the last commission meeting, there was someone who said that they were being discriminated against, and just want to share the status of that.
Okay.
The commission initiated a complaint based on information provided by the public during an open meeting alleging violation of RCW 4960. The complainant alleged that respondent discriminated against a group of employees based on their protected status, retaliation, and national origin. After an in-depth interview with the original complainant, this commission authorized an investigator to commence the investigation, and it was determined that the issues that were alleged are outside of the jurisdiction of the commission, specifically because the commission lacks jurisdiction to investigate violations related to employees' participation in union organizing activity. Furthermore, the alleged actions occurred outside the statute of limitation for 6 months. So I just want to report that.
Okay.
And so therefore, there was, we were going to administratively, it's actually in the line of cases is added for you to accept administrative closure.
Thank you, Director Armstrong. Is now this time for the AAG's report. Patrick Myers, do you have any reports, sir?
Good morning, Commissioners. Our office does not have any new actions or settlements to report this month.
Yes, there was a question in the last meeting about the disclosure of the minutes that they should be disclosed before we get to vote on them on the website. Did you come to any conclusion on that, sir? Did you find any?
Yes, so the OPMA requires that meeting minutes be promptly recorded and available for public inspection, but not that they be posted online. So, yeah, how the commission proceeded is appropriate.
Okay, super, thanks. And any new business, anything new that we have to work on, anything pending that we have to work on? Any question in the air? Because I don't have any myself. So I'm going to ask the commissioner's report right now. Anything that we have to report to commissioners?
Yes, I have a couple items for consideration for the commission. I'll report that I did attend in Olympia a couple events, one under Washington for Peace and Justice. I also attended the United Negro College Foundation Gala, not under it wasn't funded by the commission for me to attend, just to make that clear, but I was there and I did speak with folks about Human Rights Commission in the audience. Those are the two main events that I attended. I also have sent Clerk Allison Riffer a draft of that I've been working on with some of the folks in the Jewish community regarding condemning anti-Semitism, specifically here in Washington, and to what they consider is anti-Semitic. That is something that I would request Clerk Riffer to share with the commissioners for consideration for March's meeting.
Great, and we certainly will be look forward to read it, and so it's going to be tabled. It's going to be worked on March meeting for the March meeting. Anything else for myself? I have to report that I went with the immigration problem that is going on right now with the laws that President Trump is pushing out about the immigrants. And as we know that there are millions of immigrants in this United States. Some of them don't have any paper at all. Some of them are working basically illegally, but they're still working. They're still living around here, and they're still human beings. So in my community, I have a few people who have problem, and so I was invited in a meeting by the Alliance of Spoken. It's a great organization to speak about what the human rights can do about this, and it's come out to that. I don't know what we can do about it really. that's a question for the attorneys and stuff like that. But one thing I think we can scream, do whatever we want to do. If the people are illegal, they're gonna send them back, and it's hurtful. So I don't know what we can do about this. That's a question that would go to probably AAG Patrick or Director Armstrong, what they think that could be done for these people, and that's what I'm doing. Try to see if I can help somehow, and that's my report. Yeah. So yes. Is there anything that we can do?
I would like to say that the commission must stay within our purview of RCW 4960. And so as individuals, we can, but not as representing the commission, because our mission statement is about enforcing the anti-discrimination laws to prevent and eliminate discrimination. So that's our purview.
And this does not fall within this. So, and anyone else? Any other reports for the commissioners?
I had a follow-up, Commissioner Jasmine, if we could. Are there? I was watching the executive orders, and there's one in particular that deals with HUD, with their new secretary of HUD, Executive Order 14168. Is there any other effect of some of the orders that are coming out of the federal government that might affect the commission and might affect housing and housing discrimination?
Well, first, when it comes to what I have on my desk from these people out here, there is a lot of well, you could name it discrimination. It's sometimes like they get kicked out of their house. The tenants, the landlord kick them out and say, hey, you're illegal alien. They should not even be getting into this, but they kick people out. And not regardless if they had a lease or anything. And there are facets so that we could call discrimination. But what we're doing is to inform people. We cannot be activists. We cannot be part of activism. To tell them, hey, let's go and do it stuff. We can inform them where to go to get help, and that's what we're doing. But yes, there is discrimination. There is a lot of it out here.
And we encourage, excuse me, Commissioner Jasmine, we encourage people that if they believe that they're being discriminated against, to come to our office.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, Commissioner Jasmine, that question was it wasn't clear. It was directed towards our administration here. How are we tracking the executive orders, if at all, and if they affect the commission and housing discrimination?
Right now, Commissioner Tran, it's a little early to see what's going to be taken away. How's it going to affect us? We have just as late as last week, we were able to download money from HUD that we were owed for doing investigations. So at this point, it is business as usual. However, it's a bit early to tell what else is going to happen.
And Director Armstrong, if I could follow up on that to answer Commissioner Tran's question. Commissioner, some of the executive orders call for guidance from the federal agencies on implementation, and so some guidance from those federal agencies has not been issued yet. And so once that has been issued, I'm happy to look into it to answer that question of the impact on the commission. But like Director Armstrong mentioned, it's still premature.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm not
also
too concerned about impact on the commission so much as impact on the folks who are waiting for their cases to get through. But yeah, impact on the commission does equate to how we can get through cases. Sorry, someone else was going to say
Jim, did you want to say something? He's our manager for the housing unit.
I was just going to mention that I'm also meeting with the HUD Region 10 director next week to kind of discuss what some of this is looking like and get a little bit more guidance. So once we have a bit more information, happy to share that with the commissioners.
Okay. In the meantime, how can the commissioners help in our role here? Because it is not just public facing, but also legislative facing.
Well,
I think that we need to consistently keep directing people to our agency. It doesn't really matter what happens on the federal side. We have our own laws here and our obligations to investigate those cases. I think demonstrating our value and our need here and how much people need our agency is the best thing that we can do. So if you all can continue to do that and keep sending people our way, I would certainly appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so we're done with commissioner's report. We have we come to a point where that we have to set up. Do we have a date for our next meeting already? In file.
Yes, the next meeting is scheduled for March 27th.
March 27th. Okay. We come to the conclusion of our meeting for today. Is there any other questions and to be answered? Please do so now. Or
I'm sorry, Commissioner Jasmine. Did we give Commissioner Demas an opportunity for her report?
Well, it was on the air. Hopefully, she has something she could state it now. Commissioner Demas.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, I was trying to get in, but I think I was kind of lagging on my end. But just to have a couple things to report. I attended a couple lobby days in support of our immigrant community, as well as our criminal justice system reform, and also an environmental lobby day. And I also just kind of wanted to follow up. I know that Director Armstrong brought up that there's the investigation that we had moved to open, and there was no findings on our end. Is there anything else we can do, or is that just kind of it?
We did refer this complainant to the assistant to the Attorney General's office. Another reason why we did not have jurisdiction is because these issues were being litigated by the Attorney General's office, and they were referred to that office. Wilma, did I miss anything? Because Wilma was the investigator.
No, thank you for the opportunity. Director Attorney is correct. I spoke directly with the complainant on his native language. I'm bilingual and bicultural. And he expressed that his concerns, and I explained our jurisdiction, obviously. And he's also being represented by Colombian Legal Services and a lawsuit has already been filed. So those three things, the lack of jurisdiction over the issue in terms of the union activity retaliation, and the fact that a statute of limitation already ran out, these events occur in 2023. And also the follow-up with the Attorney General, because they already had a consent decree and are being represented on a lawsuit. So all those issues render our intervention moot, because it's been already taken care of for the most part. And I encourage the complainant to, if there was anything in particular or any individual that feels that they have been harmed and wishes to file a complaint with the commission, to direct them to me directly, and I will talk to them and proceed accordingly to our statute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I've gotten other complaints from other workers, and I'm just curious, like, who I can refer them to then. Would that be to you, or
Yes.
where would I forward that information?
They can be referred to me directly or the commission to our intake unit.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. That is all on my end.
Okay, hearing that, any more questions, any more answers? If there is none, we would put an end to this meeting. I want to thank you all for being here today. See you next month.
Oh, you want to put just for the record,